DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Jackson now to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Mond looks to throw on first down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Mond to the air on 1st and 10. Right back to Jeudy, and it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Going for it, here's Etienne. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Let's check on the call. Penei Sewell, the 7th overall pick, hit with a penalty there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Mond. They're going for it. That's pulled in by the rookie from Louisville, Tutu Atwell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now Mond. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Falcons are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the interception, here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 43. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Mond looks to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Jerry Judy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the 1st quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Tyson Campbell. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mon. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mond. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
3rd down from the gun, it's Mond. Flush to his right. The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here. Mond. Out quickly to Judy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw is Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing on third down, Watson. This one swung out here to Jones. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On second and very short, Mon. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
From the 45 on second down. Mon. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Mon now off of play action. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. ETN with it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mon going to throw it. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Off the play fake, Mon. That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 2-2 Atwell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On first down, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Watson picked by his former teammate Kareem Jackson. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Buccaneers are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A final shot before the break. Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. and now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Watch number 33. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
To throw again on second down, Watson. Looking downfield for Jones. It got his man complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Watson now to throw. Incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jalen Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Looking to throw. Watson. Looking deep for Adams. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with ETN. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Jim, check the hot read. Check 13. Check 13.
On 2nd and 9, Mond. Flush to his right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
Watson on 1st down. He completes it to Jones. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll make it 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. From the 17, Watson. And Watson has enough for the 1st down yardage as he slides to the turf.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right, with this deficit, this stage of the game. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Koo to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mond. And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's Mond. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. They'll look to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
On first down, Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
One set. Check. Lucky. No time now.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Watson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Atlanta. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A shotgun snap for Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Down coming. That's 24.
Back to throw, Watson. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the gun, here's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And he gets this all the way down to the 20. What a return. Almost broke it for 6.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. To throw again on second down. Mond. And that's complete TTN out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Got a man. It's Judy, complete.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Anthony Averett picks it. He's at the 40. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Jackson now to return.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Four yards the pickup, 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Jackson now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, here's Mon. Gronkowski got it on the crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Now Mon. Being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit, they were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Tampa Bay, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll drop to 0-2.